they was going to Aspen to take that lady her bag back.
Oh,
And,
okay. Yeah.
They had money and all that stuff. So I automatically associate Aspen with like you got money.
Pretty much. That's fair to say.
We actually somebody was trying to get. I think they was trying to get us to go on a French trip. Was it us? Or, I can't remember. But somebody was going to Aspen, and they was talking about it, and they was talking about like pricing for it, and I was like, not for me. Sorry. But
yeah, well, we've talked about it a couple times, and that price it's always the killer.
Yeah.
So I was talking to a lady from work. She has a friend that lives in Aspen.
Yeah.
She has a couple, like 2 friends that live in Aspen. But anyway, she's like, you can always stay in a town that's like between Glenwood Springs and Aspen. It's about like a 40-minute drive. So it's considerably cheaper than staying in Aspen. I was like,
yeah,
thank you. I'll consider that.
You know what? I have always wondered though what it's like to live in a hotbed like Aspen, for example, like Aspen or Vegas. You know, like because I wondered, like for example, Vegas. Do people really live in Vegas, or is it like I'm talking about? I'm not talking about like I got money and I'm out here and just doing residential stuff. I'm talking about like I work a 9 to 5 and I go to school. Like I got kids, they go to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, or do you live on the outskirts of Vegas and Vegas is just like the
probably more the outskirts.
Okay.
Outskirts of not real close to the strip or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I think the strip is kind of by itself, ain't it?
I've never been.
Fly in and you see it, I think it's kind of by itself.
Because the reason why I asked that, because I heard this comedian Cam Peterson, he's from Orlando, and they asked him about, oh, what is it like to live near Disney World? And he said Disney World is not in Orlando; it's like 40 minutes away in a different actual city, but they call it Orlando.
Got you.
And he said Orlando looks nothing like that. So
yeah,
because like I said, those areas are like hotbeds for tourists. Like you're just gonna get all these different people. So it's like
that's
year round almost. You know what I mean?
The people who actually live there, I'm sure they wouldn't want to be bothered with that. So they would have to have a kind of separate, ducked off, like separate from all that commotion.
Because we kind of know, like, all right, so like a city like LA, right? You're not, if you go to LA, you're not really running into like citizens like that because they do live on the outskirts for the most part. Like LA in itself, like if you in LA, everybody there is pretty much a tourist or passing through in some way, shape, or form. So it's not like you know what I mean? Like have you been? When we went, everybody we met was like a tourist in some way, or hey, I'm just here to do this, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's not.
I get you.
These aren't natives.
It's not like, oh, I live down the street.
Right. I didn't meet anybody that was born and raised there, but granted, we was there as tourists. But I mean, still, like if you visit Kansas City, you have a greater chance of running into me than I have going to LA and running into somebody that lived in LA. Like that was born and raised. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how I felt about it.
I think in Aspen, because lady from work, she pulled up Google Maps and was showing me like where people stay at and stuff. So Aspen, there's like the ski town area, and then there's a separate area that looks just more residential. It looks like it's a residential area, not really the ski aesthetic or whatever, more mountain town, right? Because Aspen used to be a mining town, I guess. But even though those houses look normal and all that, because Aspen, it's still in Aspen. Like the prices of those mugs are exorbitant. So she did say like, yeah, these are expensive homes, but it's because it's in Aspen. And then she also says a lot of people who purchase homes and move to Aspen, she'd be like, they'll purchase the home, they'll gut the home or they'll just completely demolish it and build a brand new structure there. And so it's like it's slowly just changing and nothing's going to be, have that representation of what it used to be.
Yeah.
Going to be all changed. So
I see.
little rich towns got their, I don't know if that's a problem, but they got their little qualms as well, I guess.
I guess so. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Then in Vegas, like ain't a certain spot in Vegas like like the house, it's the houses, and then on the other side of the fence is just desert. Is like that's the city stops and it's just desert.
I have heard that Vegas is just in the middle of a desert. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've never been, so I don't know, but
that'd be kind of scary.
Yeah,
be just a desert.
Yeah, part of me, I don't know. I guess that's the only place you really could put a place like Vegas, though, because I mean, people that are like residential areas not going to want to have a Vegas in the middle of their town. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
With all those tours, because tourists are. Even when I'm a tourist, we're a little bit trash. Like,
yeah,
you know, like I'm not from here. I'm just gonna.
I'm passing through.
Yeah, I'm just passing through, man.
I'll halfway respect the place, but I'm just trying to have fun.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. Like, you know, you got to go to work every day, and you see people coming in your city.
Oh, yes, I would be. Yeah, like just seeing people on vacation.
Yeah, like every day. Like, you know. So, but yeah, I don't know. I've never been to Vegas. Maybe I'll go one day. I don't know. I just don't have no urge because I'm not like, because I know, like, I asked about what all is out there, and you know, obviously it's gambling, partying, you know, stuff like that. All the things that I don't do. Like, I've never gambled. I don't really party. I don't party anymore. I mean, I know they have like other attractions too, but
yeah, they got the shows and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm not really a concert person.
No, like acrobatics and
I don't care about that.
Yeah, so
I watch on the resorts because it's there, but I'm not going to travel for that in particular. You know what I mean? That's not going to be on my itinerary. It's like if it's there while I'm there,
yeah,
I'll check it out. Especially if it's free. I'm not paying for it though.
Well, you don't have to convince me Vegas is not for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't. I don't know. Like I said, if I ever do go one day, I could be swayed. I just never been, and there weren't enough activities named that I was like, man, yeah, I want to do that. You know,
got you.
It just sounded expensive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That it is.
So
you say, you do a short stay and get out. So.
Yep. So, anywho, I guess we should do the intro right here, because what we back for another week of the Rick Jordy Podcast. I'm one half of your host, Jordy,
and I'm the other half, your host, Rick.
We back for season
tres leches.
Is that 3 milks?
Yeah. Wow. I don't know.
That was the first Spanish word that came to your mind after tres.
Dulce de leche. Yeah.
Tres leches. Tres leches. Tres leches. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Tres or tres?
Season 3.
Yeah.
Back at it.
Yeah, we back at it. New format though, y'all. We're gonna be every other week now.
Yeah.
So it won't be every week as it was before. Obviously, you know, like I said, we got other life things that we got to take care of as well. But we're still going to try to deliver the same great product to you all. It's just going to be every 2 weeks. So tune in. And then, like I said, we got like 100-something episodes. Go back and watch all them other ones and have fun and laugh and stuff. Shoot.
Yeah, go back in the archives.
Yeah. And have fun.
Kind of crazy to say, huh?
Yeah. Hey, we actually have quite a bit of stuff out there, man, and all of them is like an hour and a half. That's a lot of watching it.
Yeah,
so
that's a lot of footage for sure.
Yeah, and we do get all the comments and stuff, so you can go back and you can top it up with us on episode 2 of season 1, and one of us is gonna respond. Yeah. Not probably both.
But yeah, man. Back is what 2026 February.
Black History Month, baby.
Black History Month, man. Yeah, how's your February been going so far?
Man, hey, February comes and goes. It's a quick month.
It's a quick month. It's tricky because it's at the beginning of the year, and a lot of stuff. It's like, you hit the ground running at the beginning of the year. So it does come and go.
It's kind of messed up that we got Black History Month in February. I ain't gonna make a big fuss about it, but all I'm saying is Juneteenth is in June.
Yeah.
Why couldn't we get Black History Month
in June?
And celebrate it all at one time? You know what I mean?
Man, super lit.
Yeah, and it's during the summer too. So hey, but I guess I don't know. I guess you can teach about it in school during February, but school.
Oh yeah, you're right. The curriculum.
Yeah,
but they're busting that down anyway. So
yeah, they don't do that anyway, so it don't matter.
Anytime.
When I was teaching, I was like one of the only teachers that was actually doing Black History Month stuff, and I wasn't even a history teacher. But I felt obligated, like I'm a Black teacher. And, you know, I had minority students. I'm like,
absolutely. I wonder if the girls. Well, forget all that, because it doesn't even matter if they're teaching it in school. I know y'all going to teach them regardless. So
yeah. You know what? I actually have a book. Well,
what book is it? Because I was looking at a book and I'm about to purchase it. Actually,
it's not a Black history. Well, it is Black history, but not like it's fictional.
History.
It's fictional.
Yeah, I was looking at a fictional book.
It's stories. Let me go grab it. Okay.
Right.
Oh, so we might be looking
at the same book. You said what? The Halloween sale, you know, half off.
Oh yeah. All right, here it is. It's called The Annotated African American Folktales.
Yep, that's the book that is currently in my cart.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, it's great. I love it, man. I haven't read all the stories, but I had some that I enjoyed. It's a bunch of them. But I did when Nova was younger, I would read like some of the stories in here, and some of them, you know, you gotta pick through for the age appropriate ones, because these are stories that were told throughout like slavery and everything.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But my favorite one is that one about the snake. It was
okay. Yeah, the black snake.
Yeah. Did you know what I'm talking about?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know the full story though, but
yeah. All right. So I'm gonna give you the gist of it, because because I haven't read it in a long time. The gist of it was this. I think it was a black snake. Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, it's a black snake, and then there was a black man who may have been a slave or a sharecropper. I don't really know from the story, but anyways, he was going down, and he ran into the snake, and the snake started talking to him, and he was like, "Oh man, you can talk?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he started talking to him about some stuff or whatever. So the black man went and told his master, or his boss, his white guy. He told him, he said, "Hey, come down here real quick. This snake, it talks." And he came down there. The snake wouldn't say anything. It would just hiss. Mm-hmm. So the man left or whatever, and then he would start talking to the black man again. So he's like, "Man, hey, do that for my boss though. When do that for master when I come back." So he grabs him again. And he was like, "Hey, you crazy? You come down here again or whatever? I'm getting rid of you, basically." So he leave, and the snake eventually tell him, he was like, "When I tell you something, you go run and tell the white man."
Yeah.
Basically, the moral of the story is like, hey, you can't trust everybody, man.
Yeah. All kinfolk and kinfolk.
Exactly. That's the exact premise. That's the exact premise. Because it's like, bro, what you think he gonna do to the snake if the snake can talk, bro?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
the snake is now his.
Yeah.
We're both in the same situation now because you big ass mouth.
Right. Like, bro, let me live, bro. I'm trying to feed you game, and you over here, you messing it up for the both of us.
Yeah,
but
man.
Yeah, it was a great story though, man. I like that story.
Okay. How long was the actual story in the book?
It's fairly long. I wonder if I can. Man, I wish I had put a marker.
No, it's all good, man.
But yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not long. It's probably a couple pages.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I would expect. So
yeah, it's all right, a couple pages. Yeah, but it's a great story. Oh wait, this might have been it. I might have rolled right past it. Nah. This is the laugh that meant freedom. That one was good too, where he just had to tell a joke or something like that, and make the master laugh, and he can be set free.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that was a good one too. But I can't remember how that one went. But I see it there. I ain't about to read it right now. But
yeah.
But this is actually a very great book. Has all the what's it? Henry Louis Gates Jr. and Maria Tartar.
Yeah, Tartar. Yeah.
they went around and interviewed descendants of and relatives of former slaves and sharecroppers and things, and got stories that were passed down, and they put them all into this one book. And then this is the one that we all know, that we learned probably as kids.
Yes, sir. John Henry.
Mr. John Henry.
Mm-hmm.
So I would recommend this to anybody out there, not even just Black folks. If you're interested in African American, lore or folktales, stories.
Yeah, just folktales in general.
Yeah, you know what I mean? This is great. You
and it's annotated, right? So it kind of gives notes and meaning to all of it.
Yep, exactly. Okay. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that.
Yeah, it's a fun read, man. It really is a fun read, and it has it from different generations too. So like I think some of the earlier pages at the beginning of the book is like earlier in like slavery times, to where it makes its way towards the end where tales are just being passed down. But yeah. So it's pretty solid.
All right, shoot. Well, to piggyback off that, I mean that is our topic for the episode today. African American folktales and folklore.
Yeah.
Folk heroes that may not be talked about a lot or may not be known. So I had 3 of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you had a list or any that you wanted to specifically talk about.
Let me hear your 3.
So my first, John Henry was one, because it's most well known. John Henry was one. Annie Christmas.
I just saw that on the thing. I didn't read it yet though, but I saw.
Okay. Annie Christmas. I did have the Black Snake. So what I had about the Black Snake was, my little snippet was, he tried to help the Black man get rich, but instead the Black man runs to the white man to get rich, or something like that. Something to that effect. So I like the story that you had about it. That's pretty dope.
It's probably the same story. I'm just quoting because it's been some time.
Or it could be different versions of the same story,
True too. Yeah.
Just told differently. And then Stagger Lee. So I'm have you heard about
Stagger Lee? Nah.
A folklore criminal who became a figure of folklore after his crime. So I want to talk about him last, because I think actually I'm probably like 85-90% positive it's a play on a more recent movie that came out and we talked about. So they use his story in a character. So
okay, cool.
But so I want to start with John Henry.
Let's start there.
So I learned about John Henry first grade, man. Like, honestly, one of the first folklore or folk heroes that I remember learning about, John Henry, Johnny Appleseed. Really, those 2 are the ones that stuck in my mind. So John Henry, he was in one story, he's a free man who worked on the railroads, real powerful man, got a lot of work done, and not a lot of work it is for the other people because he's building railroads, but like he took pride in his work, And then there's another version of the story where it's a prisoner that's in a prison work program, and he's out there working on the railroad, but he's also, he's real good at it and kind of makes a name for himself, takes pride in that, and the story goes from there. So which one are you most familiar with? I'm familiar with the freedman one.
Yeah, I am too. I'm familiar that he was basically working a 9 to 5. It sounded like.
He
was just working a job.
Yeah, so he was working a job. Story goes that pretty much a steam drill a company that had a steam drill wanted to, help build the railroads, come make money that way. Wanted to come in and use the machinery, rent it out to the whatever. But John Henry, like you said, took pride and wanted to show that he's not replaceable. And then like he wanted to prove that, the men that he's working with, they're good enough to do this work and they don't need to be replaced by the machine. Essentially, right?
Yeah.
So he offered, or they conjured up a plan where he would race the steam drill machine, and whoever won, that if he won, men, I think, was it the men kept their jobs?
Yeah, they
with
keep
their
their jobs,
consequences. Yeah. So yeah, if he won, the men kept their jobs. If he lost, steam drill replaced them. Long story short, John Henry won, but right as he was winning, his heart gave out because of all the energy he exerted to beat the steam drill.
Yeah.
Put too much stress on his heart, and he died there on the scene.
Two things.
Yes.
So, one, it makes more sense that he was a free man and that he was just working, because if he was a prisoner, he has no motivation to even do it, because it's like,
That's
bro,
kinda what
I don't want to do this. All right, yeah, let the machine do it. I'm not doing it. But if it was his job, then it makes more sense. Like, all right, I'm gonna lose my job and then I ain't gonna have nowhere to work, because where else am I gonna work at? You know what I mean? And then the second thing is, as now I'm older, did he really win though?
Hey, no, I don't think so.
Because
that's why I wanted to ask you. Did he win?
Because here's the reason why I said it. Because like it's a great story. It's a great motivation about working hard.
Yep.
But then as you become an adult, you're like, yeah, work hard until you die.
Yeah.
And then they'll just replace you with a machine anyway. Because here's the thing, they can fix the machine. John Henry is gone, and can't nobody else outwork John Henry. John Henry was exceptional at his job.
Exactly.
It's like saying this. It's like saying this, right? LeBron in his prime. If we got LeBron in his prime on our basketball team, and we're saying, hey, we're gonna replace you with this AI bot or whatever, right? If you can outwork this AI bot to be on our basketball team, great. All right, the AI bot breaks down because it just can't compete with LeBron James. But in the process, LeBron James has some type of injury that now he can't play. Who am I replacing him with? The rest of this team is garbage. Like, hey, let's just make more AI bots.
Exactly.
We know it can compete with LeBron at least. So if it can compete with LeBron, then we're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's a little loose comparison, but that's essentially how I'm thinking about it. If that makes sense.
And so,
and I also don't wish anything bad on LeBron James. I'm just example. That's why.
Just example. Yeah.
So
nefarious example. What about, because during that time is late 1800s, so that's still peak slavery, and like it's still not unheard of, prejudice, racism, all that. So who is he working for, really? Is he working for himself?
So it says he would have been born between the 1840s to 1850s. So the tunnel, John Henry in the late,
it would be like 1870
to 1872, it looks like, which it would have been a little bit after slavery, but not really, because slavery would have been done in 1865, but this was in West Virginia, so it's not like
so it's done, but that's only if you truly knew it was done and if they abided by.
Exactly. So yeah, in theory it was over with, but so technically yes, he could have still been some type of slave, probably a sharecropper, or not a sharecropper, because that would have meant he was working on a farm, but he would have been probably in some type of trade, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? I'm working, because they also had what are they called? My dad just sent me something the other day, and they had a term for people like that were like sharecroppers, but it's also another term for people that just worked. Tenant farming is called tenant farming. But since he's working on a railroad, obviously he's not farming, but basically what you would be doing is like you're working to have a place to stay, essentially. Like, you're not really getting paid anything. It's like, hey, you can live here. Yeah, you can live here, but you need to do this. So that it also could have been a situation like that. It's like, hey, we'll provide you, room and board and food. You probably won't be making any real money, but you need to work on these railroads. And you work on these railroads, then you'll always have a place to stay. You're in West Virginia today. In 2 months, you might be in Virginia, or you might be up in New York. You doing railroads, but you'll always have a place to stay. You know what I mean? So it would make sense as to why he felt the need that, hey, bro, I got to compete, but
I gotta do this.
But the heart attack thing just kind of like,
you worked yourself to death.
Yeah. And so now it's kind of like it's a great tale when you telling kids like, hey,
motivational type.
yeah, but then you start learning. It's like, man, so basically he's saying black folks just got to work themselves to death.
Yeah, he's still a piece of the car, a piece of the machine, essentially.
Yeah. And they still got what they wanted.
They still finish. Yeah.
They just baited him. They just baited him into that's rage bait.
Real talk. Yeah,
that's rage bait.
I know how to make them work faster.
Yeah,
make it a competition.
Yeah, we don't need to make a bunch of these machines. We'll just make this dude work harder.
Yeah,
you can't beat my machine.
You can't beat my machine. It said those machines suck too.
How old would he have been? Because also too that plays a part. Because if he was in his 20s, he definitely had an ego.
True.
If it was okay, so if he was born in the 40s or the 50s, and this was like in the 70s, so yeah, he was like 30. He could have been like 25 or 30. It says the actual John Henry. Was there an actual John Henry?
I don't know if it was a real person for real.
It says
we're trying to find him.
It says historical accuracy of many of the aspects of the John Henry legend are subject to debate. According to researcher Scott Reynolds Nelson, the actual John Henry was born in 1848 in New Jersey and died of silicosis, a complication of his workplace rather than exhaustion.
Inhaling cement.
Yeah. Occupational lung disease caused by inhaler. Yep. How did you know that?
I read it already.
Oh, okay. I see. I'm about to say, I'm like, why
I don't know all these medical terms.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, inhaling cement. How did you know that?
Yeah.
So
that was the one that was that John Henry, was he in prison? And was
it doesn't hold on, let me see. John Henry in the late 19th investigated legend of John Henry in the late 20s. He concluded John Henry might have worked on the Chesapeake and Ohio railways, Big Bend Tunnel, but that one can make out a case either for or against. The tunnel was built near and named. So this is saying that they think that he might have worked for Chesapeake and Ohio railways. Some version of the song refer to the location of John Henry's death as the Big Bend Tunnel. So they making it seem like this man really lived though. But it says when Johnson contacted Chief Engineer C.W. Johns regarding Big Bend Tunnel, Johns replied that no steam drills were ever used in this tunnel. When asked about documentation from the period, Johns replied that all such papers have been destroyed by fire. That's interesting.
That is.
Whenever stuff gets destroyed.
Right. That trying to hide something.
Right. Now this one says the Lewis Tunnel. It says historian Scott Reynolds detailed his discovering documentation of a 19-year-old African-American man alternately referred to as John Henry, John W. Henry, or John William Henry is previous. This is the one you're talking about in previously unexplored prison records of the Virginia Penitentiary. At the time, penitentiary inmates were hired out as laborers to various contractors. And this John Henry was noted as having headed the first group of prisoners to be assigned tunnel work. Now, the only way this story would make sense as why he took the challenge would be if he got time taken off of his sentence.
Yeah.
Because other than that, it's like, why would you work that hard and you still got to go back to prison?
Mm-hmm. Like, not hear anything from it.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Like we said, great story for the children, but
yeah,
in adult eyes, kind of sucks.
Yeah, big time. Because, man, he worked that hard for one day and for nothing. There was nothing.
Couldn't even take joy in the fact that he won.
There ain't nothing I want to prove that bad. Not to compete with a machine in that way. Like if it's gonna be like, exhaustion.
Facts, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I tried playing chess against AI on my phone, and once they get a little too difficult, I'm like, let me turn this AI down a little bit. Pro or whatever it is. I'll go down to rookie if I need to get my confidence back. Shoot, novice, whatever it's called.
It's funny because the next folklore or folk hero is Annie Christmas. Mm-hmm. So they said she was a counterpart. Well, some people say she's a counterpart of John Henry, right?
Okay.
So Annie Christmas, legend says she was either 6'7" or 7'1".
Goodness.
250 pounds. She's black, 250-pound black woman. Great strength. She was a great fighter from New Orleans, Louisiana. She's just extremely strong keelboat captain. That's what she started off with. So keelboats were boats that transported goods up and down the river.
Yeah.
And you had the power by oar, steer, all manual. So also legend says that she ran faster than horses and she swam faster than boats. And so she had to prove herself. Excuse me. She proved herself on one of these boats, to a captain. She disguised herself as a man. The captain was like, when you guys can work as good as this person can, when as good as he can, then you can call yourself men. She unveiled herself, and it was a woman. Captain ate his words. She's like, or you can just say you're a woman. But yeah, she and the other thing, the thing about winning, essentially after her captain days, she opened up a bar, and essentially she was head security for that bar. So she whooped motherfuckers' ass. She never lost a fight. And every fight she won, she would add a pearl to her necklace. And wow. at her peak, when she was, whooping butt, taking names, her necklace was, they said it was like, I don't know, I'm gonna misquote it.
Nah,
I want to say 30 feet, but
30,
it could be,
30
I want to say 30 feet. Yeah, 30 feet long. And like she had to
30 inches.
30 inches ain't too long though, because my chain's 20. So 30 inches ain't
Okay.
ain't
All right. Flex. All right,
no, yeah. I ain't. I'm just saying.
hey, my chain 20 inches. Yeah, 24 karat pure gold.
But
so hey, imagine being on that list. He's like, hey man, y'all seen Miss Annie Chain?
Right.
Ain't you on there? Nah. Yeah, you ride about 22, 23 feet, ain't you? Right about in here somewhere.
Yeah, man. You should have known not to mess with her at that point.
Here's the thing though. I do believe this one to an extent, like as far as the stature.
Yeah, I do too.
Maybe not 7 feet in real life, but only reason why I say is because like they said Louisiana, right? All right, so my dad's side, my grandma, they Mississippi, and my grandma like 5'10" or something like that. You know what I mean? For a woman, that's fairly tall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also too, like the southern women, like down in there, I don't know what it is. It might have just been the conditions that they grew up in, but they're pretty tough. Like,
oh yeah,
you don't talk back to them. They're very sweet. They're very sweet, and they'll take care of you, but you don't talk back.
You don't cross them.
Yeah.
And that you do not cross.
Yeah, because I know my grandma was she's very sweet. Always making sure everybody got something to eat, taking care of everybody. And when she offer you food, you just go eat. And it's always good. It's always good, but you might be full.
Right.
You be like,
yeah,
come on in here and get some of that. Guys,
all right,
I'm full, Grandma. I can't eat no more. You better go get some of that pie. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. You want me to get 1 or 2
bad. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a fact. I remember. She never forced us, but she always make big plates.
Yeah.
I already told the story, the pig feet and chitlins. That's all grandma. It's all granny.
Was that the same granny that had y'all eating the baking soda?
Mm-hmm. She knew all the remedies.
I'm gonna let it go because I don't know, man. Like they do be having down south. That's the other thing. They do have remedies to everything. So
exactly.
And they seem to work because I mean they be living for a long time. Like I'd be blessed to be that age. So
it is. I believe it too.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a woman out there that throw down and just was about her business. Do you think this is the first, what's that movement? It's not a movement, but I don't need a man.
Oh, I don't know if it was like that.
I don't think it's like that. I think it's more empowerment, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I think growing up in that era and being down there at that time, I think they had to be that way.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because you're also, you got to think about like this, like a lot of women were the caretakers of their home, but they had a lot of kids. Like I said, my grandma had 10 kids. So
that's another part of the story I left out. But yeah, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? So if my grandpa out working, somebody got to protect the family. You know what I mean? And if the father of the home is not there, then obviously they got to go to the mother. You know what I mean? To be also a protector in some shape and form. So I think that, you know, I'm just thinking that women were probably naturally more, not aggressive. I don't want to say that because that's not the term I'm looking for, but naturally more like protectors as well.
Protective,
Not only like nourishing, but they were protectors as well. At least that's what I'm assuming. I wasn't there, but I mean,
right, nourishing, nurturing,
nurturing. That's the word I'm looking for. Nurturing. They were nurturing, but also they can be protective. So I think you would naturally have women that can do both. You know, they can be powerful when they need to be, and they can be, you know, calm and loving when they need to be. You know.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, that was the other part of the story I left out. Is that I don't like that particular part of it. But I think it's to show her strength. It said that she was never married, but she had 12 sons, and those 12 sons were the ones that helped her on the keel boat and were her crew on the boat. It was her son. So, but yeah, it was like you said, maternal figure and also the leader. You know, all one in the same.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out, man. I mean, like I said, that's not a far-fetched thing, and you know, her making a bunch of men look crazy is even more believable because it's
hard for the course, right?
Yeah, I'm about to say that's not hard to believe. So it don't honestly. We just keeping it a buck. It don't take too much to make men look crazy though. Yeah. So whatever she did was really wild.
Just hurt a little ego, and then
because then we get to start and like not be once that ego hurt, we don't think clearly.
Exactly. That's what clouds our mind.
Yeah. Now I gotta prove myself. Clearly, John Henry gotta prove myself now. And you see how that ended. So
let me go out here and swing this hammer right quick.
Everybody else looking like, hey, John, hey, bro, hey, just relax. Nah, he said I can't beat him. Yeah. He said I can't beat him. Who can't?
What was that movie? There was a movie, John Henry, that came out, but it wasn't
with Terry Crews and Ludacris. Man, they could have kept that, bro. I was so upset because here's the thing, bro. I was excited to see it. I think it came in Netflix. I was excited to see it because I'm like, yeah, John Henry, Terry Crews. That naturally makes sense. Terry Crews is freaking. He's a monster, you know what I mean? Like he's built like he looks like John Henry, like what you would picture John Henry looking like. Then they came out with that nonsense. I'm like, bro, no, this is not. Don't do this. They tried to make a modern day version. I don't want no modern day. Take me back into the 1800s and put Terry Crews in the 1800s as John Henry.
Exactly.
I don't want to see Ludacris with a golden jaw,
bro. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I forgot about the golden jaw.
And it was only on one side.
Yeah, I know. I'm
like, what is this? If y'all don't know what I'm talking about,
the villain.
Let me see if I can find this. John Henry, Terry Crews. Let me see if I can find this mug, man. Because here's a trailer to it, actually. We ain't watching the whole thing, but I'm about to share this. Because I just want people, just in case people, because it's very well that people don't know that this even existed. Because it was not good. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
All right, bet. I'm going to crank this up a little bit.
David, we're doing a sweep of the neighborhood for some kids involved in nearby gang shooting.
Oh, man, wait.
Two times it.
Yeah.
Stay safe. Are you hungry?
Terry Crews and John Henry.
I think it'd be safer if you both stay here for a while. Trust me, I'm not a killer. I'm John Henry.
You don't got to worry about John. Good job.
Oh, they got a
we family, John. We got the same blood.
Yeah, there you go. Hold
on.
We got the same blood.
Oh my gosh, I can't catch it. But anyway, that
with the arrow button.
Arrow, yeah, there you go. Oh no, that put me +5. Here, I'll just slow it down so that way I can catch it.
We got the same blood.
There. Y'all see this? Y'all see that? Nah, I'm gonna zoom in for you. You see that? This don't need to exist. This movie should have never happened.
Made no sense.
Yeah, because where did this happen in the story of John Henry?
Yeah.
He never fought a black man with a golden jaw. This is the villain.
Timothy Stone's in his jaw.
yeah. He actually does. That's right.
Yeah.
Those are the Infinity Stones.
Yeah. It don't make
Who wrote this?
They throw the gauntlet on Ludacris's chin, and then that's the villain. Make him purple too, but make him give a purple suit. So
Hey, bro. They do. I didn't even think about that. The purple suit.
Yeah.
Bro. You remember in what was it, the Avengers movie with Thanos, and he rips the stone out of old boy's head?
Yeah.
Imagine if he met Ludacris.
He ripped his whole jaw.
Yeah, you're losing your jaw again. Why are we doing this? So that's all I wanted. I didn't understand it. This was not a good movie. I don't recommend it. If you want to go laugh, I don't even know if you want to get a laugh at it because it really wasn't funny.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was shocking.
Shocking. But that when I was looking it up, I was like, I forgot all about that movie.
A side note, speaking of Annie Christmas though, and other Black historical, this one is a true story as well. But obviously there's some fiction to it. I told you I was talking to y'all about it in the group chat. I'm reading The African Samurai right now.
Yeah.
Yasuke.
Yasuke.
Bruh, when they said that he was a large Black man, large African, in my mind, I'm picturing Terry Crews, like somebody built like that, or like just a massive built human. You know what I'm saying? In the book, when they said he was 5'10", I gave up. I was like, all right. Ken tried to rationalize with me and said, well, people were smaller back then. This is also in Japan too.
That's what I was gonna say. It's in Japan, so kind of smaller stature.
I don't care. 5'10", brother. Y'all can write a book about me.
That's my height.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I told you.
Yeah, I remember you said that. You're like,
I'm like, bro, Rick would terrify them. They'd be like, wait a minute. There's more like you. Yeah, I'm the little one.
Yeah. Where you get a load of him?
And then I'm still little. Like, wait till you get a load of somebody else. Like, go watch an NBA game. And then like, what is that? Yeah, you see Wemby? You see Giannis?
About to question your whole existence.
Yeah, brother. If they saw Giannis, they would freak out. They would freak out. They would have thought the world was ending because there's no way there's somebody built like that.
Crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, that was just a little side note. And they said 5'10". I was like, 5? Excuse me, 5 what?
All right, y'all were talking them up just to cut them down.
Yeah, I'm like, man, y'all must be little. They were little then, and 5'10" was because they said he was way taller than everybody else.
Yep.
I'm like, I don't know no 5'10" people that's just way taller than the whole population. But go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, y'all got it. Okay, but yeah, then the third person kind of, because I think a movie did a spinoff of this character or this folklore hero as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's really a hero, but folklore nonetheless. So Stagger Lee, real name Lee Shelton, also went by Stagger Lee or Stack Lee. He was a folklore criminal who became a figure of folklore after murdering his friend Billy or William Lyons over a disagreement and like a hat theft. So the story was that they were walking both drunk, talking about politics, whatever not. They start arguing. Billy took the hat off of Lee's head. Lee was like, "Give me my hat back." Billy wouldn't give the hat back. Lee took out the pistol, shot him in the gut, and took his hat, walked away. Eventually, Billy died.
St. Louis, huh?
Yeah. So he's from St. Louis. Yeah, from St. Louis. He was also a pimp, right?
Yeah. Oh, I believe all this. Yeah.
He belonged in the group called the Max. That group was like, not only were they pimps, but like they took pride in how they looked. So they wanted to be the spectacle. They wanted to be the cool cats or whatever, dressed the part, what have you. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he was part of the Max. And yeah, he was basically, cool in the get money people eyes. Ass money, he was street smart, tough, sly, cool, whoop a motherfucker ass. that type of character.
Yeah.
So that so that's what they say who looked up to him, but that's kind of what he embodied within that the folklore tale. So I say all that to say, like, you already called it out. You said Stack.
Yeah.
So I was like, this sounds very similar to Sinners, right? Stack from Sinners, Stack and Slim. So I was like, I wonder if the Stack character is a spinoff of this, because wasn't Stack up in and he came back because he got in trouble?
Yeah.
Like he was running from something. Was it?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember if they did something. They ended up having to go to the military though. And then they came back.
Oh yeah, then they came back.
Yeah. But they were in trouble for something, I thought.
But yeah, I thought one of them was like in Chicago and like he came.
Oh, they stole something. What happened was they stole from a mob. And that's why they came down to Mississippi, I believe. Okay. So it's interesting though, because I think they did, because it says before World War II, the song was commonly known as Stagger Lee. W.C. Handy wrote that it probably was a nickname for a tall person, comparing him to the tall smokestack, which smoke and stack were the names of the twins, right?
Yeah, I said Slim. Yeah, Smoke and Stack.
Yeah, Smoke and Stack probably did use some of his story to create those twins, though.
Create those characters and see. Yeah. I was like, yeah, this sounds too familiar. And then the Stagger Lee, and the pimp, like they dress like pimps, kind of. Not really, but they dress cool.
The other thing I was thinking when you're talking about Annie Christmas, the Smokes, was it Smoke? Smokes lady name was Annie, wasn't it? Or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And she was a bigger lady that was very, very tough. Yep. Her name was Annie in the movie. Yeah. I'm sure maybe he did pull from. He probably did pull from these stories, because they got to been inspirations. Smokestack twins. Yep.
Smokestack twins. Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah, I think they definitely pull. I think he definitely pulled from those stories, influences. I wonder if he actually said though, because they're very similar in all these names. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's yeah.
These don't seem like accidental names, but it's a great movie, by the way. I don't see it in here, but I would think that he would have gotten something from that story. So Stagger Lee is a mythical figure, or not mythical, but he got a story based on him and his mindset of just like, hey, you took my hat and taking somebody out. Dang.
Yeah. He got famous off of standing his ground.
Bruh, that's called clout chasing. No, that's crazy though. It always amazes me how this is I think this is big in American culture in particular, not like black. It's not towards like black people or white people or anything. I think it's just American culture in general. We make our people that commit violent crimes famous. They get documentaries, they get all the publicity on the news. Like they take up whole news channels. Like people that commit violent crimes or just heinous crimes in general. It's like, even think about like the Diddy stuff, like not going too far into that, but think about that, like how that dominated the news for so long. You know what I mean? Like compared to all the because if you just think about like our news cycles, you would think that we're just on fire all the time. You know what I mean? But there's good stuff happening. But we just don't hear about it. It just doesn't make the news. You know what I mean? And so, like, I'm saying that to say, like, it's just wild to think like if you commit acts like that, you can really become famous for it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess I don't understand. I guess I do. I do understand the mindset behind it because it sells more.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's just inherent. The nature of people, violence, or
Yeah.
or misery. People get more enjoyment out of that than, happy endings or something positive. I think
That's really wild. Let me see, because Stagger Lee.
the drama.
So this was mainly like he turned into like a song. Then they turned him into a song.
So basically, John Henry as well. He was a blues song, and then Stagger Lee, they turned him into a song, and that's kind of how his story got carried and told. So he became the folklore amongst what they say, blues musicians.
Yeah.
I mean musicians.
Yep.
Magicians. Yeah.
Hey, who was that said that? They was like, a magician or no, a musician. I don't do no magic.
For real.
Yeah, it was on a I think it was what's that girl's name? Not Lizzo, but dang, I can't think of her name. She make music though. She was on like Bobby Altoff's podcast. It was like a couple years ago.
Okay.
I forgot her name. Sukiana.
Who?
Suki.
Yeah. So it's same.
Yeah. She was like, so you're a musician? She was like, who told you that? I don't do no magic.
Damn.
Please tell me you trolling. Like this
Has to be.
That ain't real.
Had to be trolling.
Nah, that's crazy though, man. Hey, so even back in this is what the 1895. So this is still in the 1800s. The song was first published in the 1911 though, and then recorded in 1923. But it's crazy because even then they were making songs about people who did stuff like that.
Yeah, gangster music.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, this is the first gangster music for real. Probably got a little drill line in. Right. He walked down on Billy.
Oh, he walked down on Billy because he took his hat off.
Oh no, he didn't. He took his hat.
That's
Stagger
wild.
Lee wanted it back, so he shot Billy in the gut.
That's crazy. Crazy. They had drill music in the blues. You learn something new every day, man. You learn something new,
man.
We learn a lot on this pod because first of all, I never heard of Stagger Lee, so this is new to me. Also, I'm learning about Annie Christmas, so this is new.
Same. That was she was a new learn for me as well.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, man.
But you see, like we don't. It's very interesting though. Like in our culture, we don't really talk about like folk tales like that.
Yeah,
like our folk tales. You know what I mean? Because everybody has like their own mythology. Like Greek got theirs, and like the Norse and Celtic and all that stuff. And they have like mythology, and they make movies about it. You know what I mean? Whereas we don't really have that outside of that darn John Henry movie.
Right.
Like we don't have like mythology like that.
I think it's because ours was broken up. Because it wasn't. Yeah, like you said, we have our stories and stuff, like ancient African stories, but then you get lost in translation during that whole period of removing us and all that, and so some things stay and get retold over here in America, but I'm sure a lot of it was lost. So
yeah,
it's kind of like that's why I want that book, kind of to see what else, what other stories is out there. So
it's great, man. There's a lot of stories out here. A lot of stories. Some I get it, like why people may not want to retell some of these stories though, because it that definitely hits a it can strike a nerve. Because some of the stuff got some names that you hear in here, like that you get called or something.
Yeah.
And you don't really appreciate that too much. But no, man, like that's why I got it, because I was like, man, because my cousin, he had it, and he was reading some of the stories, and I was like, man, I'm gonna get this because I do want to learn some of our tales. Like, what do we have? Like, what was our ancestors, talking about? Because, bro, I learned about Greek mythology,
before we even knew.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Zeus and Thor and all that stuff, and it's like they don't have no relation to us, and
What did we get to learn about from Africa? They talk about, I think we learned about some type of tribes and masks, and that's probably about it.
But we learned tribal things from Africa, like as if Africa was just like uncivilized. You know what I mean?
That's how. Yeah, that's how. Yeah, that's how they talk about it.
Like we're either like
only tribal.
Yeah, we're either like these just like tribal people, or we were slaves. Like it was never like, oh man, you start learning. Like I said, like the African samurai is based on a real person. This man learned multiple different languages, obviously because he was a slave. I mean, so he got traded, but he learned war. He learned how to become a soldier, and then he learned, he was Portuguese and some other language. And he learned Japanese, and he became like a right hand man to, a higher up in Japan. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, what about them type of people? That weren't just slaves their whole life. Now, granted, he wasn't necessarily free, but he also wasn't just getting whipped every day.
There's more. Yeah, there's more to the story.
Yeah, there's also just the countries in Africa that actually had thriving civilizations. You know what I
Yep.
That weren't just living in huts.
Yeah, weren't living in the jungles or off the land.
Because boy, if the way it was always told, man, you made it sound even as we got older, they always made it seem like in Africa people would just live in huts, and then you look for yourself. Now that we got the internet, you look for yourself, and they got bigger cities than we got over here in some cases, and
clearings over there. They got supercars. You got everything. So
yeah. At the end of the day, you gotta do your own research, though.
Yeah. So. Pull the wool from over your eyes.
Yeah. See, my brother, you not thinking outside. You in here, and I'm out here.
You is in the square. The world is a circle. You gotta think outside the circle.
You are thinking about it on this level when I'm up here. You gotta take your mind beyond the firmament. Let me stop because I don't want to get to talking like that.
Anyways, let us know about some folklore heroes that y'all got, or something that we may not have heard of. It don't gotta be African American, it can be any. So share them in the comments.
Yeah, that'll be really good. Share some of your tales that you have.
Yep. Or tell us some stuff to look up.
Yeah.
Some good stories to look up. So
that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Huh?
Amaze balls.
Amazing. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was the energy you was giving.
That ain't nah. That's what you was thinking about because you've been in Aspen too long.
The altitude got to my head.
Yeah, you rubbing shoulders with the
the rich and the elite.
Oh man. Oh, shadoodles.
Yeah. It wasn't that friendly up there. So that was also a different thing, different vibe. But
people up there got their money and
exactly
they ain't there to socialize.
Look at how me as a peasant.
Yeah, go get my board.
Yeah, I have Montclair and Gucci snowsuit on. Go fetch my board for me.
What is a Montclair and Gucci?
No, they two separate brands, but
okay.
I saw Montclair. I saw some Montclair X money, bro. Designer brands. Montclair. I saw Gucci snowsuit, stuff like that. And I don't typically see that at the mountains I go to or the resorts I go to.
Is this it? Is this Montclair? Did I spell it right? It's way out of my price range though.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Like this?
Yeah, just look up like ski suit Montclair's. Yeah, stuff.
They spent $2,000 on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I didn't even know this existed.
Yeah, man. There's levels to this.
Clearly, because I didn't know people were spending $2,000 and $3,000 on snowsuits. Because Macy's have a sale on snowsuits.
Yeah, they ain't these snowsuits.
No, they're not those. They're not those. It's definitely not that. It's like Anne Hathaway or something.
Like a Kate Spade.
Kate Spade. Yeah, there you go.
Well, we talk too much shit. Let's get into this wiki game.
Get into the wiki. Where we starting at?
Bring it back.
You want to start at John Henry?
Yeah, the movie or the folk.
Mention the movie again. Mention the movie again. I bet you I'll hang up. I bet you I'll hang up. John Henry folklore. Yeah. All right, and we're gonna go. Let's go to snowboarding.
Okay.
I think that'll be a good one. Let me see. Snowboarding. It's an Olympic sport. Oh yeah, are you watching that?
No, not like I should be. I've been watching like highlights and shit stuff.
Got it?
It's crazy. Yeah, I got it.
I wanted to tune in, but I don't know nothing about none of this stuff.
All they doing is spins and big jumps.
Oh,
but it's cool to watch. Oh yeah, let me pull that.
All right, you ready? In 3, 2, 1. Wiki. All right, we back like we never went nowhere.
Man, we never left.
Oh yeah, I'm forgetting something. Something came in the mail today.
Tan-free.
I'm trying to think of
shit.
Oh, wait. I know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Friday night.
Shit. I lost it. There it
You
is.
lost what?
Nothing.
I'm probably gonna lose this one because I keep looking up. I'm getting worried.
I just don't know what to do.
I know what to do, but I just
okay.
I just don't know if I can get there in time.
Yeah, same. Shoot. Okay.
Darn.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
I clicked the wrong darn thing. I knew it, doggone.
Yeah. What'd you click?
Aspens.
Yeah, Aspen tree. Okay. Because I was taking long. I wasn't going fast at all. Snowboarding, Switzerland, France, French West Indies, France, list of European countries by area, European countries by population, Russia, John Henry folklore.
Congratulations. All right, everybody give him a round of applause.
Man, you're gonna have to dust the cobwebs off.
Man, I clicked the wrong darn thing. After I clicked that, it was nothing.
Curtains, Aspens,
yeah. I thought I was gonna get something out of that. Nope.
Was Aspen on the page?
It said Aspens, no, but Aspen wasn't even on the page. It was taking me through all different trees and stuff.
Okay.
Man, I didn't know Aspen was a tree. I was like, oh, Aspens. I just saw Aspens on there, and I was like, let me click that. It's got to be somewhere on this page, right? Nope.
Yeah, nope. You can find aspen trees in Steamboat Springs. They're fun to snowboard through because they're skinny.
So then does Aspen have aspen trees?
That's a good question. I don't know. I didn't see any in particular.
So then why is it called Aspen?
Just a town name, I guess.
Usually they be naming like towns after, like when they name a town something like that, it's because that's what they have. You know, like Oakville has like maybe oak trees or something, or Mapletown, maple trees. I mean, these ain't real places, but these ain't real places, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get it. I'm trying to look. Nope, miners.
They don't have no aspen trees in Aspen.
Originally, it was named Ute City, and then the small community was renamed to Aspen. So whatever Ute silver mines in Aspen. Yeah, nah.
Oh wow,
interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. So they just took a name for no reason then.
Oh no, it's aspen trees around the city.
Oh, okay.
That's why they took it. So
I was about to say, I'm like, You named it after a tree, but you don't have that tree in your
You don't have the tree, yeah.
that'd be crazy. Yeah. That'd be like a town called Lake Town, and they have no lakes. It's all landlocked.
Yep. Like, is this
except for like one river?
Is this a sick joke?
Yeah. And the river ain't even really in town. It's like on the border of the town.
Exactly. So yeah, I only saw pine trees when I was snowboarding. I'm probably didn't pay. Actually, I'm gonna have to look back at the video footage. I did go through a lot of trees, so
it should be called Pine Valley.
Pine Valley, yeah.
Pine Valley instead of Aspen. Aspen, rename y'all city.
Rename the city.
I don't even have aspen trees except for on the outside somewhere.
No, I don't know. Don't
Rick said y'all only got pine trees, so y'all gonna be called Pineville, Pine Valley.
Anyways, we're about to wrap this up because Aspen yeah.
My bad. All right, yeah. What you gonna say? My bad.
Nothing. We're about to wrap this up.
Oh, yo, what?
Yeah, I'll wrap the podcast up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you made it weird.
I'll just joke. All right, yeah. So, man, hey, y'all make sure that y'all, leave y'all comments on, what y'all think about some of the African American folk tales. Did y'all know about them, or is it's brand new to you? Do you have some of your own that we should have discussed that we didn't know about? And then maybe you can leave us a little 2 to 3 sentence paragraph about it, and we'll go look it up.
Yep, homework.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Rick, you got anything for him?
No, man. Like I said, back season 3, different format.
Tres leches.
Probably play around with the length of the episodes and stuff. See what works. So
yeah,
don't be surprised if it's not the same old, but we still at it
for sure. Well, remember, as always, like, share, subscribe, and then leave your comments. Tell your friends, tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend. All that. Yeah.
Use pins and hit the subscribe button
for sure. Subscribe. And that's been another week of the Rick and Jordy Podcast. I'm one half of your host, Jordy.
And I'm the other half of your host, Rick.
And we'll catch y'all next week. Tres leches.
Tres leches.